Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, today I want to give you a quick update on my Vroom car buying process. Today is a 2-month anniversary of me receiving the truck. It is May 7th and I took ownership on March 7th. And just a little bit about what's happened over the last 2 months, and really more importantly what's not happened. Let me just drop down here a little bit. You can see that behind me. The registration is still pending. So been waiting for that for quite some time now. Just give you a little backstory on that process, of the whole process really. Again, I took delivery on the truck on March 7th, and at that time I had 3 things I had to do for Vroom to get back to them. Those are things that they were hounding me for before I received the vehicle, which I took care of right away. That was the DMV VIN number verification form, a weigh slip from a certified scale, and a smog check. So I took care of all that the same day I received the vehicle. Uploaded those documents to my account on Vroom the same day, and then the next day I FedExed the originals back to Vroom as required. Since then, it's been kind of sitting in limbo waiting. They told me that the everything was submitted on March 16th, probably about a week after they received everything, to DMV, and then I've just been waiting. Right before the 24th of April I called, trying to find out the status of the registration before it expired. Plane going overhead right now. I know how raw England feels. They couldn't give me really much information at that time. And then after it expired, after the 24th of April, I called again to find out what was going on, and they told me that the registration should be in my hands sometime the second week of May, which would be next week. So we'll see what happens next week. In the meantime, I just kind of kept hounding them and bugging them about it, saying, hey, what happens if I get pulled over? What happens, if I'm driving without a, expired registration? So about a week after I had talked to them last, I got an email from Vroom, and they offered me a rental car until I get my registration. And so I picked it up last week, and I've been driving that for the last several days. And I'll just show you what I received. Turn around. So what they sent me was this Ford F-150 Platinum Edition. It's kind of ironic that it's the same color almost as my Ram. The Platinum Edition is one of the top trim levels of the Ford compared to the Laramie, which is also one of the upper trim levels of the Ram. Side-by-side comparison, I would say the Ram is a lot more luxurious, a lot more features and options than the Ford. A lot less plastic. And again, not to be too biased, but I think it's a lot better looking truck. And that's one of the reasons why I purchased the Ram. So anyways, that's kind of where it's at. I normally, the registration wouldn't be a really big deal to me, but it's keeping me from refinancing the vehicle with my own bank. To kind of expedite the buying process, I went with their lender, which is through Chase Bank, and that rate is about I think it's 3.59%. That was the best they can give me, and at the time I could get 1.99% financing from my own bank. Plus I have a down payment that I want to put down on the vehicle, and my bank's currently, I believe they're still holding my application at the 1.9% rate, although I checked this morning and the rates are currently at 2.29, I think it is. I think that's 2.29. So I went up a bit since the last month or two since I bought the vehicle. And with a down payment, once I get that all done, then my monthly payment will drop probably close to $200. So a big deal, and the sooner I can get that done, the better. So again, that's kind of where it's at. Until then, I'll be driving that Ford. just to kind of stick it to Vroom a little bit with the expense of a rental car. So if you do go kind of this process and you have a similar, problem, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and the more you bug them, the more they respond. So that's kind of the deal. Now again, the truck is awesome. I love the truck, no complaints there. I think I got a really good vehicle out of it, so completely satisfied with the purchase. It's just, this thing has taken a long time to get the registration. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope that's helpful to you if you are considering buying a vehicle, and we'll talk to y'all later. Take care.